Yo, so I'm back with a new video. Today, I saw this video about riddles that only people with a high IQ can solve. So we're gonna watch this video, and I promise you, bro, we're gonna solve every single one of them because we have a high IQ. Because, like, obviously I'm smart, and you're smart as well, so this should be pretty easy.
Task is the following. Empty 1 jar of milk and 1 jar of water into a bowl. Oh wait, you couldn't think this would be that simple. There are several conditions. You must be able to differentiate between the milk and the water. You can separate the milk from the water. And finally, you aren't allowed to use any kinds of dividers to keep these two liquids apart.
What? Okay, I'm gonna pause this though, because fuck those 20 seconds. You know, that's not gonna work otherwise. I have no fucking clue what this is, bro. We have 1 jar of milk and 1 jar of water into a bottle, but you have to be able to separate the two, right? I don't know, is this one of those things where water or milk is heavier than the other one? Because I don't think so. I have a feeling that's not the case at all. What if you, like, pour one in the bowl and one next to the bowl? You know, then you can see the difference. Like, it's a mess, but it could work. I don't know if that's going to be the answer, but this is going to be some stupid answer like that, you know? Something that you don't really think about, maybe. So I'm going to go with that. Alright, let me see.
In fact, all you need to do is to pour the water into the bowl first and freeze it. Then after that, just add the milk. And then you have milk on the rocks.
What the actual fuck, bro? And you know, no, that's not even correct. Because, you know, if you get it out of the freezer, it will melt, right? So as soon as you pour it, yeah, you can see it for like a few minutes, but then it's melting. Especially with the weather these days, bro, it melts. So it's not gonna work. So I'm fucking right and you're wrong, bro. Fuck you.
Famous for the tricks he performs. One of such tricks is staying under the water for 10 minutes. However, one day, John Smart challenges the magician, saying that he will stay under the water for 2 minutes longer.
Alright.
To say that the magician is surprised is to say nothing. He accepts the bet and promises John to give him $5,000 if he does beat the record. All in all, John wins and gets his money.
Impressive.
How does he manage to do this? Do you think that John could be practicing not to breathe underwater since childhood? Or perhaps he's an amphibian? What's your idea?
Okay, he's a magician, but I don't give a fuck that he's a magician, right? Aren't there these tricks? There are these tricks that you can learn, right? To breathe long underwater. Like, those are actually things, right? There are people who can, like, go in the water for like 8 minutes or something, right? I swear those exist. But I don't think that's gonna be the case here, because that would be too easy, right? But he's a magician, so Ori has some sort of magic. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck a magician does otherwise. Wasn't in the question that he couldn't use, like, scuba gear? Because otherwise he's just wearing some scuba thing, bro. How the fuck is he gonna do this otherwise? Unless he has some sort of magic trick. But I doubt it. Ori died, but he was in the water for that at the time.
Well, to tell you the truth, John was cheating just a bit.
How was I supposed to know?
He took a glass, filled it with water, and held it over his head for 12 minutes.
What the actual fuck, bro? How am I supposed to know that? You make this riddle and you ask me the question, bro. How the fuck am I supposed to know this? That's fucking stupid. I'm too smart for this quiz, so they need to cheat to actually beat me, bro. That's nuts.
Princeton is so unhappy with his life, so frustrated with his boss picking at him, and so angry with himself for being too weak to leave his job and start a new life, that he shoots himself right between his eyes in the bathroom.
That's not so good.
The bullets are real. The revolver is real as well. However, in just a second, Sam goes out of the bathroom alive and unharmed. How is it possible?
He missed his shot? What did he say? Shoot between his eyes or something? Maybe he just missed, bro, and he's a bit stupid. Maybe he just can't aim. Because, bro, what the fuck? Or the gun failed. You know that could be the one, you know.
The thing is that Sam didn't shoot at his real self.
A fucking
he
mirror,
shot his
bro.
reflection in the mirror.
Yeah, but then he's just stupid. So that's not really good anyway. You know, now you're just saying he's stupid.
In the city where people are keen on brain teasers and riddles, 4% of people don't list their phone numbers. So, if we select 40 random people from the phone directory, how many of them will have unlisted numbers? Oops. Seems you'll have to apply some knowledge of mathematics here.
They say what was it, 4%? But I don't think the percent has anything to do with it. You know, because even if you have 40 people, let's say there live 1 million people in the city, right? How big is the chance that one of these 4% will be one of these 40 people? So I think all 40 will have a phone registered. You just gotta be lucky. Or not, I guess. Because 4% is not a lot. Let's say it's 1 million people. Like, they didn't say how many people live in the city, right?
But it's 0%.
I told you, bro.
If the numbers of these 40 people are in the phone directory, they are already listed by default.
Okay, I didn't actually check it in that way, but I was right, just in a more difficult way, I guess.
How to cut your round birthday cake only 3 times to make 8 equal-sized slices. 7 for your guests and 1 for you, of course.
You have a cake, but you can only slice it 3 times for what was it, 8 pieces? If you go like that and like that and like that. What, bro? I've never. Okay, you have a circle, right? And if you cut it one circle, you have 2 pieces. Now you do that again. Then you have 4 pieces. Huh? 4 pieces, and then through the middle, and then you got 8. You got 4 on top and 4 below. Because if you look at the cake, it's kind of like a double cake. So I'm gonna go with that one.
You have to cut vertically right down the middle of the cake to make 2 equal pieces. Do the same thing, but this time horizontally to make 4 slices.
I said that as well.
Your third and final cut should be laterally across the cake.
I told you, bro. Bro. You don't understand how smart I am, bro. This shit is too easy. This is way too easy, bro.
A blind
Come on,
man
number
had
6.
been
We're gonna get this
dreaming
right
of
as well.
being able to see again for many years. This had been his biggest wish. After some time,
I get
his
that.
doctor confirmed that he could have an operation that would solve his problem. The man couldn't
great.
be happier. The surgery went well, and the man took the train to go home. The doctor allowed him to take his bandages off 3 hours after the operation. So the man was so impatient that he did this while still on the train. But as soon as he finished, he committed a suicide jumping off the train.
Huh?
His operation was successful. So why did he do this?
He was depressed? Bro, I don't know. I guess he was depressed. He took his bandages off on a train and then he jumped in front of it. But then he was never on a train, because how do you jump in front of a train if you're in the train? That doesn't make any sense. I don't think he stepped in the train. Or he was depressed. It's one or the other. One of the two, I guess.
In fact, it was a tragic coincidence. When the man opened his bandages, the train was going through a dark tunnel. That's why the man thought he was still blind and killed himself.
Oh, you can't hear the thing move. You can't hear a train move. Is that what you're trying to say?
And gives you $5 asking you to buy something to
Trains
eat,
make so much noise,
something
bro.
to
That's
drink,
just not realistic.
something to feed his cow with, and something to plant in his garden. At the same time, you're allowed to buy just one thing. What are you going to buy?
One thing.
To eat, to drink, to feed the cow, and to plant? Wow. Doesn't your friend think that's a little bit too much? Do you know the solution to his riddle?
Not really, no. I kind of missed the point where he said the money, so I'm just gonna go from my own, right? I kind of missed that. But what would I buy? Something to drink and eat, because otherwise I'm gonna die. The cow, fuck that cow. No, basically to drink. The cow dies, I can eat the cow. Right? So I only need water, because the cow I can eat. And then I have food as well, so it should be water. Because fuck the cow, it's him or me at this point. The only problem is water. Do you really, bro, maybe it rains, then I don't even have to pay for any of it. Okay,
you can go and buy a watermelon. You can eat it, you can drink it, you can feed the cow with the rinds, and as for the watermelon seeds, you can easily plant them in the garden.
Okay, that's kind of true, but my answer was better, I think, because it's more convenient, right? You can eat something for free. You don't have to pay for the food for the thing that you want to eat, because it's dead anyway. And you can drink. I guess I think that's the best answer.
Once a king sentenced a man to death for a crime he had committed.
Yeah.
However, the king was a kind man, so he allowed the man to choose the way he would prefer to die.
Oh, what an honor.
But the man was clever and managed to say something that saved him from the capital punishment. Which death did he choose?
Well, none, because he didn't die. If he got away with it, he didn't choose any death, because he survived. I don't know what death can you choose. I don't fucking know. I wasn't born in the time. But I'm gonna say none, because he survived.
Well, being a clever man, the culprit chose to die of old age.
Yeah, the king would definitely allow that, bro. Definitely would.
Two men are standing on the edge of an abyss on a
Then
wood
that king is
board.
fucking stupid.
One of them is holding a gun and wants to shoot the other one.
Alright.
But if the second guy falls down, the first one will fall into the abyss.
That's true.
Is there a possible way for one of them to survive? Who will actually die? 20 seconds for you to solve this dilemma.
Literally the only way is if the second guy would step off, right? And then the other guy would fall and die. But that would be, I think, too easy. But then again, if he shoots, they both die, so none will survive. Or he shouldn't shoot and then they both survive. There's countless possibilities, to be honest. Depends on what they do.
In fact, the thing is that the answers to this riddle are too diverse, and everyone just thinks differently.
I told you. But it depends, bro. What if they're homies, right? And he doesn't want the other one. But then again, why would he point his gun at him? Then I would just fuck him, you know. I would stab off and he can die. But the guy with the gun, he's just fucked anyway, because he will die regardless. Unless the guy is a very kind man, like the king. You know, fucking stupid. But then again, you know, this is what I think is very weird. How the fuck would he get in that position? Like, you know, there's, why would he think, oh, I'm gonna step on that? That's a fucking smart idea. No, the fuck it's not, bro. But whatever, bro. As you can see, we're very smart. We pretty much answered every single one correctly. Some were wrong, as in the answers were wrong. In my opinion, I think we were right. Every single one. Every answer we gave, bro, we were right. The fact that the answers to the questions aren't correctly sometimes, that's not my problem. I was correct. If you are correct too, just leave a like, bro. And subscribe to this channel if you want to see more. And hopefully I will see you in the next video. Hopefully you will have an amazing day. And see you in the next video, hopefully. So, bye.